Modi'in Maccabim Roit stands as one of Israel's most successful planned cities, a municipality founded in 1994 that has grown to approximately 97,000 residents, with ambitious master planning projecting expansion to 250,000 by 2040. The city occupies a strategic geographic position roughly halfway between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, creating unique appeal as a residential destination, serving families seeking modern suburban living with direct rail connections to both of Israel's primary urban centers. This positioning has established Modi'in as a premier destination for English-speaking immigrants, particularly from North America, who appreciate the city's futuristic planning, spacious housing stock, and established Anglo community providing soft landing infrastructure for families making Aliyah. The property market in Modi'in during the third quarter of 2025 demonstrated the dynamics affecting Central District planned cities, with average prices for four-room apartments estimated between 2.4 and 2.5 million shekels, and five-room units ranging from 2.5 to 2.8 million shekels. This positions the city approximately 4% below the Central District average of 2.61 million shekels, according to Central Bureau of Statistics data. This mid-range pricing creates value proposition for families seeking quality suburban living at costs significantly below Tel Aviv's 3.68 million shekel average, approximately 47% cheaper, while maintaining modern housing standards and comprehensive amenities. Geographic positioning creates Modi'in's fundamental competitive advantage, with the city's location providing genuine dual access to both Tel Aviv and Jerusalem employment centers through direct rail service. The train journey to Tel Aviv takes approximately 45 minutes, while Jerusalem can be reached in similar time frame, creating flexibility for dual-career families where spouses work in different cities. Highway access via Route 443 provides alternative transportation to Jerusalem, while connections to Highway 1 and Route 3 enable Tel Aviv commuting and north-south travel throughout central Israel. The Anglo community infrastructure in Modi'in represents perhaps the city's single most distinctive asset beyond pure geographic positioning. With thousands of North American, British, and South African families established in the city, Modi'in offers English-language synagogues across religious denominations, community organizations providing absorption assistance, educational guidance helping new immigrants navigate Israeli school systems, and social networks where children easily integrate into peer groups. This Anglo concentration creates self-reinforcing dynamics where new immigrants researching Israeli relocation options consistently identify Modi'in as a premier soft landing destination. Property type composition reflects the city's planned development character, with predominance of 4- and 5-room apartments suitable for growing families, though the city also features private homes, cottages, and varied housing formats. Standard 3-room apartments of 70 to 80 square meters typically range from 1.8 to 2 million shekels. 4-room units of 90 to 110 square meters, the most common transaction category, average 2.4 to 2.5 million shekels. 5-room apartments of 120 to 140 square meters typically price between 2.5 and 2.8 million shekels. Private houses and cottages command 3.5 million shekels and above. The rental market demonstrates steady activity serving diverse tenant populations, including families in transition between property purchases, temporary corporate assignments, and new immigrants establishing initial Israeli residence. Standard 3-room apartments typically rent for 5,000 to 6,500 shekels monthly. 4-room units average 6,500 to 8,500 shekels per month. 5-room properties and larger homes rent for 8,500 to 11,000 shekels and higher. Gross rental yields in Modi'in typically range from 3.2 to 3.8%, providing reasonable cash flow while reflecting the city's mid-market positioning. Educational infrastructure represents a crucial value driver supporting property demand from family buyers. The municipality operates comprehensive networks of secular and religious schools, generally achieving strong academic performance. The city's modern planning allowed purpose-built educational facilities with adequate capacity and contemporary design. Private educational options, including Anglo-oriented programs, provide alternatives for families seeking English language instruction. While Modi'in cannot claim the exceptional school quality of Ra'anana or other premier educational destinations, the city offers solid baseline educational access appropriate for most family needs. Master planning for Modi'in's expansion to 250,000 residents by 2040 creates both opportunities and risks for current property owners. The Northwestern Business Center development, combining residential, employment, and commercial uses, promises to create urban density and mixed-use character. The planned hospital and medical center would address current healthcare access limitations, requiring travel to nearby cities. An academic institution in the form of a university campus could transform Modi'in's character by attracting student populations, research activities, and cultural programming. The underground rail extension connecting the new business center to existing city infrastructure would improve internal mobility. Multiple new residential neighborhoods across the city's 55,000 dunam planning area will accommodate population growth, with active construction currently occurring in Moriah, Nofim, and other expansion areas. Properties in established neighborhoods with mature landscaping, proven school access, and community character may maintain better relative performance than units in areas experiencing construction disruption or competing directly with adjacent new developments. Socioeconomic characteristics position Modi'in as one of Israel's most affluent municipalities, with a socioeconomic ranking of 9 out of 10, placing the city alongside Ramat HaSharon, Kiryat Ono, and other prestigious addresses. This high ranking reflects demographics skewing toward educated professional families with above-average incomes. The affluence translates to robust property tax base supporting comprehensive municipal services, well-maintained public infrastructure, quality recreational facilities, and responsive local government. Interest rate policy from the Bank of Israel maintaining rates at 4.5% creates financing headwinds. For a typical four-room Modi'in apartment priced at 2.45 million shekels, requiring a 612,500 shekel down payment and financing the remaining 1.8375 million shekels over 25 years at 5%. Monthly payments approximate 10,700 shekels. This requires household income of approximately 36,000 shekels monthly under standard debt service constraints, accessible to dual-income professional households typical of Modi'in's demographic profile. The supply environment includes active new construction across multiple expansion neighborhoods as the city pursues its ambitious growth trajectory. Unlike severely overbuilt markets, Modi'in's development appears aligned with genuine demographic growth driven by continuing immigration and family formation. The master-planned character allows coordinated infrastructure development, preventing quality degradation that can occur when residential construction outpaces supporting amenities. For prospective buyers, current market conditions create opportunities to acquire modern planned city housing at prices reflecting broader corrections from 2024 peaks. Strategic buyers should prioritize established neighborhoods with proven school access, mature community character, and convenient positioning relative to rail stations and commercial centers. The Anglo community appeal remains powerful, suggesting buyers able to market properties to English-speaking audiences through specialized agents will achieve better outcomes. Sellers face pricing challenges requiring realistic assessment of current conditions, while emphasizing the city's specific value drivers to appropriate buyer audiences, particularly the Anglo community seeking soft landing destinations. Properties priced appropriately and marketed effectively to English-speaking buyer pools through specialized channels typically attract showing activity and generate offers within reasonable timeframes. The new immigrant buyer segment deserves specific attention given its central importance to Modi'in market dynamics. North American families making Aliyah frequently research Israeli relocation extensively and consistently identify Modi'in as premier destination offering optimal balance of community support, housing quality, and accessibility. The new immigrant tax benefits providing substantial purchase tax reductions on first property acquisitions up to 6 million shekels create powerful financial incentives, reducing all-in acquisition costs by potentially hundreds of thousands of shekels. Security considerations, heightened following October 2023 events, increasingly influence buyer preferences, with properties featuring protected rooms commanding measurable premiums. Modi'in's central location provides geographic advantages compared to border areas. The municipality's emergency preparedness infrastructure creates confidence among residents. International buyers particularly benefit from Modi'in's established track record and central positioning. Transportation infrastructure improvements, including potential rail frequency increases, could significantly enhance Modi'in's accessibility and property values. The planned underground rail extension connecting the new Northwestern Business Center represents a particularly important project that could transform internal mobility. Buyers evaluating properties based on planned infrastructure should carefully assess completion risk and avoid overweighting uncertain future amenities. Environmental and sustainability considerations increasingly influence property values as the city's modern planning provides opportunities for green infrastructure. Energy efficiency in newer Modi'in construction typically exceeds older building stock in established cities. The city's extensive green spaces and park systems create quality-of-life amenities while providing environmental benefits. Taxation and transaction costs significantly impact net investment returns, with purchase taxes, legal fees, and agency commissions typically totaling 8 to 10% for non-first-time buyers. The new immigrant benefits provide dramatic advantages on typical Modi'in transactions. Annual property taxes remain modest by international standards. Rental income taxation follows standard Israeli schedules with deductions for mortgage interest, property taxes, and maintenance expenses. Building maintenance and homeowner association dynamics follow typical Israeli patterns. Newer Modi'in buildings feature modern construction standards requiring less immediate maintenance while offering contemporary amenities. Prospective buyers should carefully review building financial statements, maintenance history, and reserve fund adequacy during due diligence. Future development prospects center on successful execution of the ambitious master plan targeting 250,000 residents by 2040. The Northwestern Business Center promises to create urban density and economic foundation, reducing Tel Aviv commute dependence. The planned hospital and university campus would address current service gaps. Multiple new residential neighborhoods will provide housing inventory meeting population targets. Demographic projections suggest Modi'in will continue attracting educated professional families seeking suburban quality of life, with particular strength in Anglo immigration, given the established English-speaking infrastructure. Population growth toward 250,000 will require absorbing thousands of new families annually, creating sustained housing demand. Comparison to alternative Central District municipalities helps contextualize Modi'in's value proposition. Ra'anana commands premium pricing approximately 15 to 20% above Modi'in levels, given its more established Anglo community, exceptional school quality, and closer Tel Aviv proximity. Beit Shemesh offers comparable Anglo infrastructure at lower costs, though with religious character and Jerusalem orientation creating different lifestyle proposition. Rehovot and other Central District cities provide alternatives at varied price points. Looking forward, Modi'in's property market trajectory will depend on interest rate policy, broader economic conditions, immigration patterns, and city-specific development execution. The city's fundamental strengths, including strategic geographic positioning, established Anglo community infrastructure, modern planned character, and ambitious expansion, provide resilience. Buyers with long-time horizons, stable employment in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem, and desire for Anglo community integration can approach Modi'in with reasonable confidence. Modi'in emerges as one of Israel's most successful planned cities, offering compelling value proposition for families seeking modern suburban living, with strategic positioning between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, established Anglo community, providing soft landing for English-speaking immigrants, and ambitious master planning projecting population doubling by 2040. The city serves buyers prioritizing family-oriented quality of life, community integration support, and balanced costs. For Anglo families making Aliyah, professional families requiring dual city employment access, and investors seeking stable mid-market rental opportunities, Modi'in provides compelling combination of attributes that few alternative municipalities can match. The market rewards those who value what Modi'in specifically offers: planned suburban character, Anglo community infrastructure, and strategic central location.